that's how we use CallRail data in order to get the most out of it for us, our ads, and our clients. Alright, I want to show you how to leverage CallRail data, add tags and values so that way you can then get a better idea of what's going on with your client. But you're going to need your client's input on this. I have them manage this. Usually they have a receptionist or something that puts this information in, but you can do it as well too. But what you want to do is go to your columns and select your source, get that in there, but in this classification, add the values, tags, and qualified. Alright, you'll apply that, and what you're going to look for is you're going to tell the client, or you want to, these green dots is what you want to put the information on. Reason being is that the first contact point that they had with you. So that way when you go to manipulate the data to look at it, it's going to be a lot easier to find that first call than to try and put it on everyone. Then it all just goes back to that initial touch point. And also for marketing purposes, you want to look at that initial contact because that's essentially what established the relationship and journey for that client to contact you. Next, what you want to do is that if this becomes a qualified lead, get a thumbs up. I have the client do that. So you got qualified, thumbs up. Next, you want to be able to, if they're conversion, you mark the tag conversion, but also you put a value. This gives you an idea. So if you have different values, this is helpful. So like for an attorney who's got different case retainer amounts, you put that retainer amount, because what you're trying to do is establish what your cost per acquisition is, your lifetime value, and your return on advertising. So those are just a few KPIs that you want to use it for, so that way you can get more information out of this and really leverage it. But in your tags, this is where it can be written beneficial, because clients will say, well, we're getting a lot of calls, but here's our excuse. So if you were put in here, you know, this was for an attorney, we have civil conversion existing customer. For another client, we're using that, you know, they were waitlisted or they didn't have enough money to do it. So we want to have those, because when they say that the leads aren't good, if they don't have enough money, it could be an issue with pricing in the market. If they're waitlisted, that means they don't have enough support, because they got to put them on a wait list in order to service them. So now that you got this, what you'll do is that over time it'll build up, and you've got your source. Now you can export this with all sources. So I just did it for ads for the one that I'm going to show you. Hit export. It's going to bring it out into a document that looks like this. So this is going to be the cover sheet. It's going to have the information, and then this would be the call data. Now what you do is put a pivot table over that call data, and this is what the one that I did. This is a basic one. You can do this month by month. Just a percentage formula in there, and that gives us an idea of what performance is. So let's say that they're telling me like, hey, the leads haven't been good this month. Then we take a look at it, we go, well, you got 15 qualified leads, that's opportunities, right? There's a thumbs up that they've marked. I had them input was opportunity. Other not qualified, that could be like, I don't know, spam calls or things that just aren't even within the area that we're trying to target. Then we're looking, okay, you got one sales call, one was an existing customer. You know, you missed the call, which is on them, or missed two calls unanswered, and then you had one converted, and then you had one waitlisted. So essentially you've got, in total, you've got 17 qualified leads, which puts this at about 50%. So 50% of the leads, that people that called in, were qualified. Of those 50%, one converted. Of all calls were opportunities that could convert. Now within this opportunity, what they didn't do is what I wanted them to do is add in, if they're an opportunity, why didn't they close? So was it because they didn't have money? Was it because it was a different service that they were maybe looking for, even though they provide it? So you can really drill down into that with your clients, and that's how we use CallRail data in order to get the most out of it for us, our ads, and our clients.